Are we live? Yeah, we are. So I'm just going to go over the YouTube, make sure that it's broadcasting okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in a moment. There we go. I'm going to share my screen. So let's get my screen shared up. And what we'll do is we'll just give a few little shout outs to a few people actually live on the Hangout. So who we got in the house? We got Graham, we got Peter, we got Mike Briggs, we got John, we got Eric, we got Cindy, we got Ralph, we got Lucinda, we got Leona, John, Marussia, Dave Horn, Paul, Russ, Mary, Alan, Daniel, Ron, Roy, Mike again, Jean, where are we? Christopher, John, Ralph, Clara, Marussia, Martin, John Way, how you doing, John? Joe Rock's, he's earned money already. Sue, who else? We've got a lot of people there, so fantastic. If you're watching, hi there, May. I could see May. Baz, how you doing, Baz? Stefan, John, Home Business Opportunity, hello. Tom, Dan. Wow, we got a lot of people tuning in. And what I want to do is I want to say, look, 67 people watching at the moment. Okay, this is a new channel. This is called the Padlock Income TV channel. Okay, this channel is just about Padlock Income. I'm not going to be sharing anything else with you here, but Padlock Income. 67 people watching, 69. If you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever takes your fancy, that would be really appreciated. Because, you know, interaction is the best thing. You could never, as they say, no interaction is bad. Any interaction is brilliant. Okay, so 75 people watching. We'll let a few more people get into the room. We actually dive in and I share my screen. So let me come over to the Hangout because there's a few things that I want to cover. Okay, a few things that I want to cover. And I just want to say this. Look, I want to. People now in the back office, okay, what you've got access to, depending on what padlock you're in, you've got the email section, okay. That's for importing your emails, okay. That's for importing your emails from your Zooko and your Zookalad network accounts. We will be adding Gmail, Hotmail, all that sort of stuff to here as well. But at the moment, you've got this, okay. The other thing that you've got is you've got access to Facebook, okay. There's some stuff for you putting out on Facebook. The next thing you've got access, depending if you're in Padlock 2, you've got Google Plus stuff that's in there, and soon to be, I'm just near enough finished. I've got Twitter, okay, Twitter's near enough ready to go in. Basically with Twitter, I'll tell you about Twitter in a minute, but as you can see that there's this, so far there's places where you can advertise for free. This is what I teach and this is what I show is people how to advertise their business. Absolutely 100% free. Okay, now let me tell you what the system does first. The system in the back office, you have a place where you get a page. We give you a landing page, and there's a big button. There's a video that's on there. There's a video that's meant to be a play sign. There's a video. There's a big button that people click, and when they click that button, they see a pop-up. Okay, a pop-up, and on that pop-up, there's two boxes. I don't know whether hopefully you can see this. There's three boxes now. There's one for the name. Okay, there's one for the email, and there's one for a password. Now, we can track everything. So in your back office, when somebody puts their name and details in there, we put them in your back office. And what we do, that pen's running out, so I'll just change. What we do is we put that into your list of leads. We build you up a list. Okay. Now, the brilliant part of this system, because, the money's in the list, that's what the first padlock, because there's 12 padlocks in total. The first padlock, absolutely 100% free, okay, to build your list. That's what it's doing. If you only want to use it for building your list, that you don't have to do anything else but build your list. You could stay in Padlock 1 for the rest of your life. It will build you a list, and you can download that list. You can export that list into anywhere you want to do it. It's your list, okay? Now, in your back office, we will tell you whether a lead came from an email. We will tell you whether a lead came from Facebook. We will tell you whether a lead came from Google+. We will tell you whether a lead came from Twitter. We will tell you whether a lead came from your direct link. Okay, now, we track all that for a reason, okay, because you might be sitting on Facebook, 10 hours a day or an hour a day, but you might be spending a lot of time. You might be spending 80% of your time advertising on Facebook, and you're only getting 2% of your leads come from there. And then your Google Plus, where you actually spend 5% of your time, 5% of your time, actually, it could be that Google Plus is getting 80% your leads are coming from Google Plus. Now, we track that, so you will have the information. We will have the information. It's a tracking link, a shortened link, a bit.ly link, or any other link. We can't track it. They're just going to go into your back office, and it will just say HTTPS. Means we haven't got a clue where they came from. Okay, so if you want to use one of those links, you know, a tracking link to track, you're not doing yourself any favors. You're better off using your padlockincome.com / and your number. Okay, your number. Put that out on the internet. We can track it and tell you where all your leads are coming from. Okay, I want to make that very clear. If you don't lose a lead if you use one of your own bit.ly. You still get the lead because we know it's your lead because it's just a redirect. But what we can't say, did you give them it personally? Did it come from Twitter? Did it come from Google Plus? Did it come from Facebook? Did it come from an email campaign? We have no idea because you've used one of those little shortened links, okay, a bit.ly link or a Zookle tracking link, or you might be using a ClickMeter tracking link or a Google tracking link. If you're using a tracking link, your own tracking link, then you track it. We can't. Okay, if you want us to track it and tell you the information where it's best for you to spend your time advertising for free, where your best efforts are put, you need to put the raw link in. Okay, so I just wanted to put that point out there so that people understand about the tracking system that we've got in place for you so that you get the maximum. Because the idea is I know that most people working on the internet, they haven't got a clue where their traffic's coming from. They haven't got a clue. All they do is they say, well, I put this link out and I know I get clicks on it because I've tracked it. But the problem is I put the same tracking link, I put it on Facebook, I put it on Twitter, I put it on YouTube, I put it everywhere, and I haven't got a clue where the traffic's coming from. And so I don't know where to spend my time and effort in marketing at the moment, as you can see. Got the light on my head as well. Right, so let me share my screen, okay? Let me share my screen. And I'm going to come over to, I'll just hide that down there. I'm just going to come over to the Hangout. I do apologise. And just let me know if you can see me. Just let me know if you can see me. Give me the thumbs up to let me know you can see the screen, because what I would hate to do would be to start showing you stuff and then you can't see it. Okay, so just give me, I know it's delayed a little bit at the moment. I missed the point. Gonna need to watch that later. What is it, my name? I don't know what my name is. What point did you miss? So, you know, tell me in the chat what you missed here. Yeah, got you, Jeremy. So we've got 110 people watching. 81 thumbs up. Okay, 81 thumbs up. So if you wouldn't mind, out of those 110 people, if you haven't given us an interaction, either a thumb down or a thumbs up, this is the time to do it. Right, so let me just find the right tab. I need to go through the tabs. Right, this is the one I want to show you first, okay? Now, basically, this page here, let me refresh it to make sure it's still there. Yep. Okay, I'm going to take that email address out there. That was one I was testing earlier. If you joined recently, okay, I would say if you joined in the last few hours, you've got nothing to worry about. But if you joined yesterday, or on what's the day? Friday, or on Wednesday's Hangout when we switched on. We switched on Wednesday's Hangout. So what we do, it's 2 days now, isn't it? So it's Wednesday night. So Thursday night's 1 day, and Friday. So we're now 2 days old. And as Joe Rock said, he's already earned some money within the first 24 hours of joining. Now, if you joined and you didn't get your password, the very first thing you need to do is to come to this page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that link, go back over to the Hangout. I'm just going to pop that in here. Okay, I'm going to pop that in there because you can check whether you're in the system. What you was explaining about links, I'll tell you what I was explaining, Mr. My Name. I'm not quite sure who you are. It'd be good if you put your real name up there and a photograph for yourself. But basically, if you're using a tracking link, to track your own traffic, that's great, but we can't track through a redirect, okay? So you won't lose a lead. You won't lose a lead. You'll always have your lead, but we won't be able to give you your tracking statistics in the back office, okay? We won't be able to give you that in the back office. So that was what I was talking about. So let's find this page again here. So this page, if you registered and you didn't get your password, or you're not sure if you're in the system, you think to yourself, well, I want to recover my password, or I want to check that I'm in the system. All you do is you come and put your name in here, your email address. So I'm just going to type wrong email 24 at gmail.com. I'm just making up an email, obviously, and I'm going to check to see if I'm going to restore the password for this email. If I check it, if I get this email was never used in Padlock Income, click here to sign up. That means that the email address, no good you sending me a message saying, yeah, Jeremy, I signed up, but when I go here, it doesn't say I'm in there. If this just doesn't say you're in there, because this checks the database, could have been you did a typo, could have been the server was overloaded at that time. You know, we got on Wednesday evening on the live hangout, we had something like 800 people all trying to sign in at the same time. Sort of, the server wasn't ready for it, okay? We were sending out emails. Google had blacklisted us at the time of going launch. You know, we bought our certificate. We wanted them to recognise the certificate. It took a little bit of time. We had to do a bit of contacting them, but we finally got approved, but some emails got lost in transit. So if you didn't get your email, okay, come to this page, the page that I've just put into the hangout there. And again, you can find this page if you go in the back office. I'll show you where I'm going to put this page as well, so that you can find it, or you can get into a Skype room. You can go over to the fan page. You can find the link to this page, okay? And if you know the link to it, keep it and give it to other members. If somebody says, I haven't had an email, I can't get into the system, come and check that you're in the database first. If you're not, there's two options you've got. There's two options. The first option is go back to the person that give you the email, that give you their affiliate link. Go back to a Facebook post that you actually clicked on to get here. Okay, go back to a Twitter post that you actually clicked on to get here, or a YouTube. Go back to them first. If you don't have a sponsor, maybe go and Google Padlock Income and see if you can find one. And in the last instance, you haven't got one, then click this link here that says click here and sign yourself up. Preferably, you need to go and sign up under one of the members. That would be the right honourable thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to close this page. I'm just going to do this because never worked with children, animals, and that. So basically, it's padlockincome.com/index/forgot. That's all you need to do. Okay, go to that page, put your email address in, check that you're in the database. Right, now I want to go over to the thing here. First off, I want to look at the leaderboard. Jamie Myers has been knocked off. He was in second place. He's dropped down now to 7th. At the moment, we don't have the top earners because obviously we need to collect the data. We've got to get people earning money first and then the top earners. So basically that tab is just a mirror of this one. But once we've got some more data and we know who's earning the most, then we'll be updating it. So there's myself at the top. We've got Timothy, we've got Marvin, we've got Carol, we've got Mary, we got Marussia, we got Jamie, we got Mike Briggs, we got Stefan, and we got Barbara Rowley just snuck in there at number 10. Okay, so this leaderboard will change constantly, I believe. If you want to get on that leaderboard, get doing a bit of work, and I'm going to show you the bit of work that you need to do. Okay, now at the bottom of the screen, down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the last people that joined. Okay, as you can see, some of these people don't have their image. They haven't even had time to fill out their profile. But these people have gone through the signing mechanism. Okay, gone through the signing mechanism and got into their back office. So I don't know what that flag is at the top there, and I certainly don't know what is that, a French flag, the next one, the Canadian flag. I'm not sure, is that Nigeria or somewhere like that? I'm no good with flags, I must admit. I could see the Union Jack there, and I could see there's an American one over there. So these are the people. This is constantly changing. The latest person's at the end, and basically they move along the list because they get pushed along the list as they go. And eventually, when they get to the top there, they're off. and new people are coming in all the time. Okay, so we've got new people joining all the time. We've got the calendar here. This is an admin account that I use, so take no notice of these leads or these commissions. Okay, this is just a testing account that I use. We got, before we get to the calendar, we got this one here, which is add your product, add your opportunity, access the latest opportunity. It's not live yet. We're going to be switching that on sometime in the near future. We just want to finish doing the beta testing, I think you call it, and then we'll be switching that section on, and I think you're going to love that when you see it. The calendar, I'm not going to click on it, but basically you're going to see events in this calendar. There's today's hangout. You click on it, it will take you to the event. Okay, could be a training event that I'm going to do, could be some bonus material that I'm giving people. So keep an eye on that calendar, because once we've the dust is settled and we've got everything as we go, I think in the next fortnight, as we start to move forward, I'll be doing a lot of stuff inside this calendar. Okay, and we may be setting up some live events around the country as well, in the UK, because we do have a lot of UK members. Next thing that I'd like to bring to your attention, down the left hand side here, I'm not going to click on them because there's personal data in there, but this is where we track your leads for you, you know. So if you've got a Facebook lead, you'll have some details in there, statistics in there for it. Twitter leads will be in there. The statistics, you know, sort of what platforms they're using and what all sorts of stuff that you're going to have available in the statistics. Emails, newspapers, flyers, business cards, and you're probably thinking, how can they track from a business card? We're going to be able to track everything because we give you, I'll tell you about it as we go a little bit further, but we're tracking everything. You've got the leaderboard. Okay, you've got the leaderboard, which is a snippet shot down there. That leaderboard's going to go, once we get a bit further down the line and we've collected more data, it will probably show the top 100 leaders. Okay, it will show the top 100 earners. Okay, hangout replays. So I'm just going to click on that. That will take you to a page like this. We've got to just tidy this up. You see, one's below the other because that one's written on 2 lines, but you'll have the date of the hangout. Okay, so if you want to watch a hangout, we may be adding a little description to this, but basically if you click on this, let me just show you what happens. You get this pop-up that comes, and you will get, and I've put the wrong code in there. There you go. Never mind. Let's do this one. Let's see if this one works. There you go. So I need to check that one. But there you see the hangout. Okay, so I've got the hangout muted. So you can keep an update. There'll be hangout replays in here. All right. And then when we come down, we got the how-to tutorials. I highly recommend you check out this section. Okay, you check out this section. There's stuff in here. It's not my video. It's a video that I found on YouTube. I quite liked it. It's got a lot of information in there about keeping yourself out of Facebook jail. If you've not used Facebook for posting into groups that often before, I highly recommend you go and check out this video. Okay, and if anybody wants to recommend me a video to put in here, I'll put it in. You know, I'm quite happy for that. Also, what I need is, because I have a Mac, I just found this video, which is not the best of ones. If anybody wants to do a video of showing people how to download an image using a Mac from Padlock Income, that would be great. I'll put that in there as well. It will be the raw links that will link back to your channel, which we don't have a problem with. Here, if you read this title, it says, what happens next when I've paid? So let me just have a look at this. And I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to stop that. And I want to turn this up. It's 37 seconds long. Okay. So let me just turn my volume up on my computer. And I'll make this nice and big. And I'd like you to watch this. So let's make this big. The payment, you'll keep seeing this pop up until your payment is complete. So every time you see this pop up after you've made the payment, all you need to do is click here again. And if your payment has been accepted, you'll see a window like this one. All you need to do is to click on this button, continue to Padlock 2. Obviously, it might say Padlock 3, Padlock 4, but the same principle applies. So I'm just going to click that now. And as you can see, this user now has access to Padlock 2. Before you can go any further, you're going to need to watch this video. Thanks very much. Bye now. So let me just, how do I escape out of that? Maybe the escape key. Escape. There we go. So I'm just going to close that down and come back over there. So that video, I highly recommend you watch that. The other video, this one here about your password, if you've forgotten your password, watch that one. This one here, I want to show you this. Let me take you to this, because this is the extra 12-hour pop-up. Okay, the extra 12-hour pop-up. So let's open this video. Did I look? This is the one I put the wrong code in, didn't I? I put the wrong code in. Yeah, I need to go back and get the code for that. So I do apologize. So let me just show you here, maybe. Oh, I can do it from here. Can I go to the Padlock? So first off, I want to show you again, this is a test account. Okay. So when it says Padlock 100%, or you might see your Padlock is 30% or 20%, I can tell you this now, that has nothing to do with how many posts you make out on Facebook, or how many posts you make out on Twitter, or how many posts you make out on Google+. It's basically based on how many people you've got into the business that have come through your affiliate link, and how many sales you've made, depending on what Padlock you're in, okay? It's not based on your activity, all right? It's not based on your activity. So I'm just going to go here to Padlock 1. And I think it's, no, I need to go to 2. Where was the thing? Where's the, never worked with children. Let's just see here. Let's just see. Can you believe it? So let me just go back to Padlock 1. I wanted to show you something and I can't find it. That was because I closed the screen earlier. So I'm going to go to Padlock 1 and I'm going to go to Facebook. Okay. Ah, there we go. You've got this timer. Now you might be looking at the screen thinking, well, what's that timer? That timer, when you first come into any of the icons there, into the Padlocks, and this is the Facebook section, you've got 24 hours to complete the task. Now we give you 24 hours. You might be lucky and done it in 2 hours. Okay. But what we basically want you to do is to understand the task, because you're going to need to rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And what I didn't want to do was to give people access to everything all at once. So to force you, and I hate to use the word force, but I want people to have success. So what I'm doing is I'm saying, when you open up a task, you click on the Facebook icon, or you click on a Google Plus one, or a Twitter one, or all the other stuff that I've got for you. The task will be there for 24 hours to get access to the next section in the Padlock. Okay, so at the end of 24 hours, you will see a pop-up saying, do you want to move to the next section, or do you want another 12 hours? You can make the choice. Okay, I highly recommend, if you've not got your head round the first task, don't move to the next one. Okay, because you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. You'll always get access to a task that you've completed, because you're going to need to rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And when you come to a screen like this, you'll see a video on the right-hand side. If it's blank on the left-hand side, it means you have to watch the video. If you don't watch the video, it won't release the content to you. It won't release the actions to you. So you need to watch the videos. Watch the video. Then just after the video's played, it might be a second, might be a half of a second, might be just over a second, or it might be 2 seconds, might be 3 seconds. Stay on the screen and something will appear. Okay, don't try and rush. I'm trying to keep people calm, trying to keep people so it's so easy for them to get success. Okay, I don't want to give information overload, and I don't want you to get this massive learning curve where you've got too many videos to watch and you don't know where to start. Okay, you've got one video. Watch the video. The screen will then open up. The timer will run, and you won't get access to the next section in the Padlock until the 24 hours has passed. So you've got plenty of time to do the actions. So let me show you in Padlock 1. Once you've watched this video, this white box appears, okay? Little message there from myself, and then a button here that says getting started. But I just want to tell you before we do that, down the bottom, there's a comment box, 38 comments. On the bottom of every page, there's a comment box. If you want to leave a comment, I try to fly through these pages and have a look to see if you want to leave a comment, you've got a question or something like that, I do my best to answer, okay? But if you want to leave a comment there, I'm sure somebody else might even be able to answer your questions. I can tell you right now, we don't have a support system, okay? Your support is me. And that's it. But don't bombard me on Facebook with personal messages and all that sort of stuff, okay? Put your comments here and I'll do my best to sort them out for you. Right, so once you've watched the video, you would see this content appear here with this blue button. You click on that blue button. First off, you're going to see the survey. You won't see this Facebook one. You'll see the survey. So you click the survey. And if you haven't completed the survey, I've already responded to it. Go and respond to the survey. When you've done that, come back and put a mark in this radio box to say I've done the survey. Unfortunately, what you're going to need to do then, refresh the page. Okay, you'll get the start button again. Click the start button and then the Facebook task will appear. Okay, now we will be making it that once you've completed the survey that the Facebook task appears straight away. But these are little tweaks that we have to do as we go along. Okay, so for now you just have to refresh the page. When you get the Facebook task, you click that button, it'll open it up in a new window, which I've opened up over here. Okay, at the top again there's a video. Watch the video. The video's there for helping you. The video's there. This video, what long can you spare 2 minutes of your time to watch a video? The video explains exactly what you need to do. The first thing you're going to need to do is to click on the blue link at the top. That will open up a Facebook group. This is a Facebook group that I'm suggesting you join. It's got 242,000 members just over. You join this group. If you're already a member of this group, great, you can post in it straight away. If you're not a member, you need to join. You need to wait to be approved. If you're not a member, you'd come back over to here. You'd click awaiting approval. And if I click that, I get a red cross. So when I come back to this page in the future, I know that I'm waiting approval. And if I'm a member, I know I'm a member and I can make my post. Now, here's the text that I've put for the post. I'll give you the text and I'll give you the image. There's two ways you can use the image. Two ways. You can either right click and save the image to your computer, or you can right click and copy link address. So I'm going to copy link address. I'm going to go over to the group. I'm going to pop that into there. I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste. That's going to put, if I scroll up, that's put the image in there for me. Now what I want to do is get rid of this rubbish because it's already put the image. Get rid of that. Now come back over to Padlock Income. Now I want to make the post. Now, there's a few things that you need to notice about this post. There's some hashtags at the bottom. If you want to change the hashtags, you want to add more hashtags, you want to put your name in there, you want to remove some of the hashtags, you want to remove some of the content that's written in the post, do what you feel is best for you. Okay? Nobody's forcing you to do something. But what I can tell you, the post that I'm giving you and the message that I'm giving in the post is for your benefit as well as the whole system. Because if we've got hashtags, Padlock Income, Google Plus money, making money, obviously Jeremy Rush, he's the thing, but you don't have to have my name in there if you don't want to. Working from home, extra money, earn Bitcoin, online jobs, Facebook money. These hashtags, I've searched them. I've searched them to find what the most popular hashtags are that are out there. And plus, we've added a few extra ones because we want to go viral, don't we? We want to go viral. And hashtags help your post. Hashtags, what they are or anything like that, but you can Google them and go and find out. So basically, all you need to do is to copy all of this text. Okay? Highlight that. Right click, go to copy. Take that back over to the Facebook group, put it at the top there. Paste it into there. There's all the hashtags have lit up. Now, at the top here is my affiliate link. It's my affiliate link. Now, somebody, please, in the chat, give me your number. The first number, I'm going to replace that number with my one. Give me your affiliate link number in the chat here, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to take the first number I see, and I'm going to put it in there and see whose number I'm going to get, because I want to make the post 212. So I'm going to use that. So I'm going to put that in there. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to remove this and put 212. Okay. So that's what you would do. You'd put your number at the end. Okay. You'd put your number at the end. As you can see, I made this hashtag. I need to change because I've got that plus sign in it. So I'll go and do that afterwards. But then when I've done that, all I come down to then, see, I haven't had to download the image or anything like that. I just got the image address, okay, and stuck it in here. And when I've done that, all I do is clicky posty, and away I go. So I let my post go. I give it a like. I close the Facebook group, and I move back to the Padlock Income, which is over here. And then I click this blue button. I click this blue button that says click here to move to next task. There's no rocket science here. If you want a reminder, of what you've got to do, there's a video on every single page. I've got 30 groups here for you to post on, and there's a video that's a few minutes long. Just see, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, 2 minutes and 40 seconds for you to decide, have you got the time to watch the video so that you get things right? But the easiest thing here, at the top, there's a blue button. We'll start from the top of the page. Click the blue button. That will open up the Facebook group. Okay, that will open up the Facebook group. If you're not a member, you need to join. If you're not a member, when you come back here, you click in here. Once you've joined, awaiting approval. You'll put a red cross in there. Okay, so it just reminds you next time. Let me check if I'm a member of this group. Already a member? Tick it, mark that radio box. Already a member, and you'll get a green tick. Now, what do I want to do? I want to get this. I want to make this post. So again, I can do right click. I can either save this image to my folder, to my computer. So what I do is I'll just show you. If I come here to desktop and I go to JR, and if I go to Padlock Income, I go to images, and as you could see, I've got Facebook images, and I've put them in here already. You see, so I've got them here. There's there's 3 main images we're using on Facebook at the moment. And so you can download them. You can put them in a folder. But if you don't know how to do that, you say, oh, I'm downloading, Jeremy, making folders. How can I do that? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do it. What you can do is right click, come down to copy link address, take that over to the Facebook group and paste it. That's going to put the image in the bottom. It's going to load the image, hopefully. Never worked with animals, children, or anything like that. There you go. There's the image. Then what you need to do, get rid of that junk. This tells you this in the video, Get rid of that junk. Come back over to here. Now I want to copy. I'm going to take that plus out of there. I can't. I'll have to do it from here. So then I copy all of this. Copy. Now I'm going to go back over to the group, and I'm going to put that in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that plus out of there, and I'm going to come back to the Hangout, and I'm going to ask for the next number. The next number. Jeremy is sharing his screen. Can't you see his comments? Yes. So let me see if there's a number. Who's going to give me their number this time? Because I want to change the number again. So give me a number. Who's got an affiliate link number? Number 128. Okay. Number 128 was the first one that I see. Come back over to here. This link at the top is my link. Okay. This is my link at the top. You need to put your number on the end. So I'm going to change that and put 128. Put somebody else's link there. Okay. So there I've got my post ready to go out. I click post, and away I've done. Okay, so I've now made 2 posts. I've done a lot of talking in the process of doing those 2 posts. I'm going to click the like button, but there you go. I've got a link there. Now watch what happens if I click that link. Pause it. Go down. First off, it says created for Facebook users who are residents of the UK. Obviously, I'm in the UK. If you wasn't in the UK and you happened to live in New Zealand, it will say New Zealand. If you lived in Africa, it'll say Africa. If you live in, I don't know, out of Mongolia, it will say out of Mongolia. Okay? At the bottom, the person who it belongs to. Once they click this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go through the process and just show you. So click the link. Okay? In actual fact, not good because I'm already signed into. It wasn't good for me to do that. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to take that link. Now what happens when I copy the link, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to log out, I'm going to sign out, and I'm going to go over to here. And basically this time, I'm going to clear my history because I want to test it. So clear my browser history. So Bosh, I've got all that. Close that, close that. Close that. I'm going to put the link in. Now watch what it says, because it won't say from Facebook, okay, because I've got the raw link. So here it just says,
show me the money. That's what I hear people say. Stop.
stop the video. It just users who are residents of the UK, you see, because it knows it hasn't come from Facebook because it wasn't on Facebook when I clicked it. You see now, if you're tracking, if you're using your links, we're going to lose that track, okay? So I'm now going to come down, still the same person's affiliate link, going to click it, okay? And then what I'm going to do in here, so I'm just going to run a test just to show you. Test, so put my name in, and I'm just going to type here, sorry I'm giving you a wrong lead, wrong Jeremy, I'm going to say at Gmail. Okay, I'm going to create a password and then I'm going to click join. Okay, I'm not going to save it. Don't save. I come to this page. Okay, all I need to do now is to click that. It says wrong Jeremy. Now I need to put in the password and click OK. Okay, I don't want to save it. It now brings me to this video. This video's 1 minute.
Jeremy, and I want to thank you and congratulate you getting.
I'm just going to talk through this. This video plays, okay? It's 1 minute and 10 seconds long, okay? Now, what happens? You can't move any further. So you can see now, this is the referral link 1,284, okay? So that means we've got active in the system of people that have actually joined, because if this person doesn't join, eventually what the system does is delete them out of the database, okay? Because if they don't go through the process, what's the point of us keeping them? So they get to watch this video for 1 minute and 10 seconds. And at the end of the video, there's a button that's going to appear. And the little fat and bald man in that video tells you that there's going to be a button that comes after the video finishes playing. So many people come to this stage and leave. We say goodbye, thank you very much, because if you ain't got the time to watch a video for 1 minute and 10 seconds, then we don't want you in the system, because this system is designed for people that want to change their life and that want to have success online. There's the button, click the button, takes me to here, congratulations your registration, you can now log into your account, bang. I press that button and there you go, I'm in the back of padlockincome.com. Okay, so I'm just going to minimize that, come back over to where I was, which was in here. So I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of this this page here. So there I'm on Facebook. I made my post. So now what I want to do is, are these people? Are these any of the? Look, if you see his requests, if you see requests, do them a favor. Do them a favor. Add them to the group. Let them join. Let them join. So when you make a post, if you see somebody requesting to join on the right hand side, just agree and let them in. Okay, they might be another Padlock member that want to start making their posts. So if I come back over to the Padlock Income, you've got here, I'm on page 2. Okay, so I'm just going to change this number at the top and change it to page 30. It's 30 pages. 30 pages. Each page has a different post on it, a different bit of text. There's 3 images, 3 main images, okay, that we use. It's there, simple. Facebook, joining Facebook groups, posting into Facebook groups. You come back into here on a daily basis. Takes you 5 minutes, 10 minutes maximum to make these 30 posts. You don't have to make them all at once. You can make them in do 3 or 4 and come back and do another 3 or 4. Don't put yourself in Facebook jail. Don't get carried away. Watch that video about Facebook jail. It gives you some tips on how to keep yourself out of Facebook jail. I want to go back to the padlocks and I want to show you Padlock 2. In Padlock 2, we've got a Twitter section that I'm building. That should be ready hopefully tomorrow. But we've got a Google Plus section. You won't see this what you see now on the screen until you've watched this video. Obviously, I've watched the video because I've tested the system to make sure it works. When you've watched that video, this appears. You click on getting started. That will take you to Google Plus section, okay? Top of the page, there's a video. Watch the video. Watch the video. It explains what you need to do. Click on the blue button. So that takes you over to a Google Plus community. Okay, takes you to a Google Plus. It's a post that I made 11 hours ago. Okay, there's a post I made 11 hours ago. Google Plus works a little bit different to Facebook. So you need to watch the video to understand it, but you're doing the same sort of thing. So you're going to copy the image. You can either download it to your computer or you can get the raw link. And getting the raw link is so easy. Come down to copy link address. Okay, go back over to here. And now because you can actually post a link in here, or you can click on this camera, and because Google Plus keep what you've used before. So I'm going to use a different image this time, because that time I used that image. Now I'm going to use this image, but it's still the same image, still the same. I've made all these images for you. And you come back over to here. You copy all of this, which I'm going to edit that to get rid of that plus sign out of there. Copy that. Come over into the group, into the community, make the community post, and there you go. What do? Is I just click post. It's going to ask me some of the groups, some of the communities you go in have got more than one places you can put it in. Entrepreneurship or discussion. I'm going to put this one. I think I'll put this one in the discussion today. So I'll put that one in the discussion. I've got 24 groups for you to join, or communities, 24 communities for you to join. This community has 91,000 people in it, okay? If you see somebody else's post, give it the plus. Go and plus it. Push there, help them, and they'll help you. This is what it's all about. We're about helping each other to build our businesses, okay? And as you see here, it says earn Bitcoin. You can earn Bitcoin in Padlock income. You can earn Bitcoin. You can withdraw your funds in Bitcoin. If somebody's paid in Bitcoin, you can withdraw the Bitcoin. That's entirely up to you, okay? But here we have, once you completed the post, you go to the next one. Watch the videos. That's all I can say to you. Watch the videos. I'll just close that community. You come over to the community. If you're not a member of the community, this button that's on the left-hand side where it says member, just click join. You join the community. There's a post I made 11 hours ago in here, okay? There's a post I made 11 hours ago inside the community. I'm going to be adding more communities. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be rotating communities, rotating Facebook groups. But as we go forward, it'll all be done for you. You won't have to come. This button will automatically change to a different community than what you was maybe last time. Okay, but we're adding all these extra features that are going to be fantastic. They really are. We're giving you a system that's so plug and play. Your grandmother could do this. Okay, all the text is written, the community's found. All you need to join it. Once you've done it, move to the next one. Another image for you to do. I've got 24 on them, but the video explains what to do if there's not an image. You know, sometimes it's don't always put an image. The video explains. The Twitter. So let me come back over to the Hangout, because I like to see the whites of the eyes. Now, the Twitter section that we're putting into, or what I'm putting into Padlock 2, if you've not used Twitter before, highly recommend you go and get yourself a Twitter account. Okay, but I don't tell you how to do Twitter, how to set the account up. You have to go and Google that. It's not a training center on to train you how to set up Twitter accounts. But what I will do, if you've got a Twitter account, I've got 50 people that you should be following. Okay, I've got a list of 50 people, other entrepreneurs, big entrepreneurs in the business, in the marketing space. I'm going to give you that first so you can go and follow them, because Twitter works completely different to Facebook, completely different to YouTube, completely different to Google Plus. Twitter is about making little tweets. Okay, it's called a tweet when you make a tweet and you only get a certain amount of characters. A picture speaks 1,000 words on Twitter. You should be tweeting every single day. So far, I've got 30 tweets for you, 30 different tweets. So every day you'll make a different tweet. You'll be able to go in to a section in the Twitter section and you'll be able to choose a tweet that you like. Okay, doesn't have to be promoting your business, because Twitter's not about promote. Twitter's about getting people to follow you, getting people to interact, so that when you do promote, they see what you're promoting. Okay, so I've got some things that maybe you didn't know. I've got some genius stuff, things where competitions that you tweet at. I've got interesting stories that you could tweet about. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm going to tweet. To start off with, I'm going to give you 30. Okay, so that you'll be able to just choose what you want. Be tweeting the same thing on the same day. Doesn't matter. Your followers might not be the same followers as somebody else. You just tweet what you want to tweet about. But I give you all the stuff if you don't know what to tweet. You might want to tweet yourself and say, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to find trends that you could tweet about. Okay. Now I put it in Padlock 2 because I believe it's a little bit more advanced stuff than Padlock 1. But when you start to go into Padlock 2, we start to step it up a notch. Okay, step it up a notch, because Padlock 1 is really real beginner stuff. Facebook. Each in the first couple of padlocks is all free advertising. It's all free advertising. When we move into Padlock 3, we're going to be looking at some paid advertising. We're going to be looking at some offline advertising. We're going to be looking at business cards. We're going to be looking at that sort of stuff. When we go up into Padlock 4, we're going into a lot of stuff. I'm going to be showing it. I don't want to give it all away now. I don't want to tell you what it's all about. You're going to have to wait till you get into that padlock. But each padlock, you can't move to another padlock until you've got success in the padlock you're in. Some people will move through the padlocks quicker because they're action takers, and they get and do those posts every day. Just spend on Facebook alone. You can put your business just from Facebook for free. Now, why is it that you maybe were looking at things saying, Jeremy, I've tried it on Facebook, I can't do it in my setup, it hasn't worked for me. Why is it going to work with this system? Well, this system's completely different, because this system's been designed, and I don't need to patronize, I don't mean to put you down or anything like that. The system has been designed by me. Okay? And they're earning a very good living, I can tell you that, since 2004. Okay, 2004. Things started to happen for me around about the back end of 2011 and going forward there. 2014 was a fantastic year. That's really when it started to kick off for me, 2014. And now we're in 2017. This system, when people come in the front door, this is the easy bit. This is the easy bit. Most people can put an advert out on Facebook, make a post, somebody joins, they get a lead. The hard bit is what happens after they came in through the front door. You need to build sales funnels. You need to build follow-up emails. You need to put tracking pixels in. You need to know what these people do. And you don't need to have just 5 emails or 7 emails or 10 emails or 20 emails. You need to have at least a year's supply of emails, so that this person that came in through the front door, and I'm just going to draw them here, they're really happy. This person, you want to turn them into a sale, okay? And to get a sale, you can't get somebody in the front door, sell to them like that. It takes a minimum of 7 emails to build the trust up for this person to think, yeah, I think this person's okay. I think this is all right. I think I'm interested in this. I think I might look at buying it. Before that, there's some people that are compulse buyers. I know that. They'll join a program, pay their money, and move into the next program and complain about the one they just left. But to get that sale, good follow-up sales, okay? It's not about just sell. It's about proving to people that you can give them good content. It's about proving to people that you can show them that they can have success working on the internet, and they don't have to spend any money to get started. That's what this system does. That's why promote your one link, your only link, wherever you want to put it. Twitter, you've got one link. You don't have to make a different one for Twitter, a different one for YouTube, a different one for Facebook, a different one for offline market. It's the same link that you're going to use everywhere. Okay? It's the same link. We will track where your customers are coming from, where your leads are coming from. Like I said earlier, we will know, are they coming from Facebook? Let's just say that you're sitting now and you're in Padlock 2 and you're posting out on Facebook, you're posting out on Twitter, and you're posting out on Google+. In the past, I know in the past, 98% of marketers fail because they don't know where their traffic is coming from. So they could spend 98% of their time doing what gets them 2% of the results. Our crazy system's going to turn around and say, you know, you could have 2 people, identical, could be identical people, got the same amount of followers on Facebook, got the same amount of followers on Google+, got the same amount of followers on Twitter. One person gets a lot of leads from Facebook, the other person, and you could look at them and stand them side by side, look at their personal accounts and say, I wouldn't know which one's where they're going to get their traffic from. Do things differently, you know. Somebody might respond to my post on Twitter, but not yours. Somebody might respond to your post on Facebook, but not mine. How do you know that if you're not tracking it? How do you know that? How do you know where to put your effort in? If you're spending 98% of your time on Facebook to get 2% of your results, you would be crackers, wouldn't you? If I turned around and said, do you know where all your traffic's coming from? Your traffic's coming from here, Google Plus. Google Plus is where you're getting 60% of your conversions. Your Facebook, you're only getting 2% conversions. What are you going to do? Are you going to say to yourself, well, let me spend a bit more time on Facebook? Of course you're not. You're going to say, I'm not going to stop Facebook. We need to look at it together. The system's going to look at it and work out what's going wrong for you. But you're going to step up over here. You're going to step up over here. I'm going to be giving bonus stuff away. Okay. Bonus trainings for people that are in certain brackets of percentages. Okay. Because when we go through with the data, you know, we're going to, at the moment, we haven't got the data. We're 2 days old. We're 2 days old. Once we start to collect this data, let's just say there's 3 people. Okay. I'm going to say Mr. 1, Mr. 2, and Mr. 3. Okay. Or Mrs. 1, Mrs. 2, Mrs. 3. Don't want to be saying that I'm leaving out you lovely ladies. Let's just say that this lady, number 1, 45% or 44% of her traffic comes from Facebook or conversions. This one over here only gets 20% conversions from Facebook. Here gets 96% conversions. I'm going to be doing a training for these people. These people won't even know the training exists. They won't get the email. They won't see it in their back office, in their calendar. They won't see it. I will do personal training. Personal training. I'll say, if we're going to work out, these people need a bit of extra help. We need to look at what they're doing. So we will analyze. The system will analyze, see what's going on, seeing if they're getting the clicks on their Facebook accounts and things like that. I will do personal training to show you how to improve this. These people don't need any help. So what's the point of making them sit on a training video if they don't need the help? They might need help in Google Plus. They will get an email. They will see in their calendar that they've got stuff that's coming up for Google Plus, and they'll say, and they might be sitting next to their mate and they say, oh, the system's broke. So why? Why is the system broke? Well, look at your account. You haven't got that notification to say there's a training going on. And the other person will say, no, because I've got one for Twitter and you've got one for Facebook. Why is that? It's because we're analysing the data. We haven't got that data at the moment, but as we start to analyse this data, we're going to know where the traffic's coming from. We're going to know what we're going to need to work on. We're going to know what we need to tweak. We're going to know what we need to change. We're going to know what we're going to need to delete to get you maximum success. And I know marketers don't do this stuff. What they get, they have no idea what they get. It's like the blind leading the blind. They go out on the internet, they haven't got a clue what they're doing. They're putting out their posts, they're putting out their links, and they're just saying, well, I must be getting something because I've got some leads, but I haven't got a clue where I'm getting it from, but I'll carry on doing it. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? A footballer, a soccer player, the manager puts the guy at the front that scores the goals. He don't put him in the car park cleaning the coach, does he? He has to know who's performing best. He has to watch. He has to keep an eye on all his players. He has to know what's going on. He has to coach. He's actually working better with a guy. Maybe he needs to switch the coach over because it's not the footballer or it's not the soccer player. He needs to switch them. You have to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. This system's doing it all for you. This is why you're going to get success. This is why we put this system together, because it's the same system I use. I've used to generate over $64,000 in 2 days. If you're not in this system, you've got to be bonkers. You could stay in Padlock 1 for the rest of your life if you want. Just build leads and leads and leads and download them, because I can't show you that screen because there's too much data. There's personal data in there. But when you go into your leads, if you go down the bottom of the screen, you'll see that there's a link that you can click on to them into a spreadsheet. You could take that spreadsheet, because I've done it myself on other things, in other programs that I've been in. I've downloaded my leads and I've taken them over, put them into Get Response, put them into Aweber, put them into MailChimp. You can put them into GVO. You can put them. You can export them, put them into Zookle if you want. If you've got a Zookle account, Those of you who don't know what Zookle is, well, you'll know about it as you come through the Padlock system, okay? The Padlock system is designed to only allow you to move to the next padlock when you have success in the padlock you're in. You must have success. You cannot move forward. Success, you know, it's a bit like having a car. If you don't put fuel in the car, you can't move forward. You need to fuel your padlock. You need to get the first padlock is to start to build your list. Once you start to get people on your list, once that starts to build, we know the system's working for you, and it will keep on working because you only have to do one thing: bring people to the front door. I give you the posts. I give you the images. I tell you where to post it. Click, copy, paste. Click, copy, paste. Click, copy, paste. Thank you very much, Jeremy. I've gained 4 leads today. I've gained 10 leads today. I've gained 1 link today. I've gained 100 links today. I'll leave it to you now, Jeremy. Convert them into sales for me. That's what this system's designed to do. You haven't got to do no follow-up calls. You haven't got to contact them and speak to them on Skype. You haven't got to send them proof of what you're earning. You haven't got to do none of that. You haven't got to write a single email. You haven't even got to go and like them and friend them on Facebook if you don't want to. You haven't even got to do anything with them. Okay? If they contact you, you haven't even got to answer them. The system does it all for you. And if you want to say to yourself, well, I'll stay in Padlock 1, and when I've built myself a nice big list, I'll take that list and I'll go, bye-bye, Jeremy. Thank you very much for building my list for free. And do another program. You can do that if you want. But if you want to stay in the system and you say, well, I'm happy with what the system's doing for me, it's already that I'm starting to build a list. I'm not going to say you're going to build a massive list overnight. I've got a list of over 400,000. I've not even contacted that list until we get past this beta test, okay? I've got a list of over 400,000 people on my list, okay? 400,000. I didn't build that in a week. I've been building that since 2004. It's a long time. Some of them people leave the list. Some of them people change their email. Some of them people might have died. I don't know. Some of them people might have retired and say, I'm not doing it anymore. Some of them people might even hate me now. Some of them people might even love me now. Some of them people might not even know who I am. That list, and a list, they say for every person that you've got on your list, you'll earn $1 a month. So that's all you've got to have in your mind. Every person you've got on your list. I don't mean a list full of junk. I mean, of people that have come through a mechanism. Because you could go on eBay. You could go and buy a list. I can tell you can go on eBay now for $20. You can go and buy 1.4 million leads. Yeah? What are they worth? The same what they're worth. They just will hang them up in your toilet because that's what the paper they're written. They ain't worth the paper they're written on. Okay? I'm going to build you a quality list. Put your links out there. Do your posting on Facebook. When you get into Padlock 2, do your posting on Google+. Do your posting on Twitter. Everything you're going to be able to connect. So eventually you're going to be able to connect your Gmail, your Hotmail, all your mail clients. You'll be able to connect them. You'll be setting up STPs and things like that. And you say, what? What's an STP? We'll show you. We'll show you. We're going to tell you. I'm going to show you everything you're going to need to do. Click, copy, paste. Click, copy, paste. Simple as that. Call it a training program because I believe it's a little bit more than a training program. It's a bit like me holding you by the hand. Okay, it's a bit like me holding you by the hand and saying to you, do what I do and try and let's get you mirroring my success of what I earn. And I don't want to, some people make some, well, why are you telling us you earn money? Well, that's what makes the world go round. Let's face it. People that have got a day job, do they go because they like the bus that they drive, or do they go because they like the reception that they work in? Do they go because they like the till that they sit out, the checkout? It's all that lovely conveyor belt where all the I love that. That's why I go. They don't. They go for one reason and one reason only: to earn money to pay their bills, to keep their head above water. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing embarrassing. There's nothing shameful about saying you earn money. That's what life's about. Life, if you earn money, it gives you the things you want in life. If you want to have time freedom, you need to have the money to be able to do it. If you want to buy a new car, you need to have the money to be able to do it. If you want to buy a house, you need to have the money to be able to do it. If you want to buy yourself a new pair of shoes, you need to have the money to do it. And I'm going to say it, but I will say it. If you even want to wipe your backside, you need to have the money to buy the paper. It's what makes the world go round. Don't be embarrassed to say you're in this business for the money. It's okay to say that. It's okay. Accept it. Accept it. Success is about how much you earn. I'm going to show you how success is going to be, because you're going to bring your people through this door. Promote the links in the way I tell you will get you success. Some it's going to happen quick, some it's going to happen slow, some it won't happen at all, because some people will start and give up. That's just their life. They give up and they look for another shiny object. This system, I can tell you, if you're in Zookle, the system's designed to build your Zookle business. Okay, you haven't got to recruit anybody into Zookle. You haven't even got to mention the word Zookle to them. The system's going to do it. If you're in Zookle Gold, this is going to build your Zookle Gold business. If you're sitting there and you're sitting there looking at a blank coin, where's all the people? We're going to get your people in there. If you're in Zookle Ad Network, this is going to build your Zookle Ad Network business. This is the system that's going to build your own business, another business. You might be in a Bitcoin business. You might be in another business, another MLM business. I don't know. You might be that you've got a business. You just say, I want to promote that business. Here, I will write all the sales funnels. If I accept your product into this, it will be exposed to everybody that's in the Padlock income system, and everybody that comes in the future are going to be exposed to everything that we've got. It's a one plug and play system for promoting any business. But first off, we want to get you earning money. Then we're going to build your Zookle businesses. We're going to build your Zookle Ad Network businesses. You're going to build your Zookle Gold businesses. We're going to build it all, plus extras, whatever else you want to do. I've got so much exciting stuff I know you've never even thought of how to make your business go to the next level. And the key to it all, because the system you're plugging into is tracking. Your system is going to make the sales. The system is going to work for you when you're asleep. All you need to do is spend 15 minutes a day doing a few posts. If you can do a bit more, do a bit more. I'm getting excited. It's just gone over the hour. I want to thank you very much for watching. My name's Jeremy Rush. If you want to get into this business, in the comments, you'll find lots of links for people that are already in. Come and join us at padlockincome.com. Thanks very much and have a fantastic weekend.